Hey everyone, John Henry here from School of Trade. Today we're going to be taking a look at a short trade here on crude oil. Now, crude oil is setting up in a situation that really is trying to get a move down. Now, that's pretty apparent given this monstrous fall that we had earlier this morning, around 4:30 or so. The buyers tried taking it back. This was more likely just profit taking from this mass amount of sellers. So we know that, well, if we're looking to take profit here, then we're going to get a little bit of a bounce. And the important thing is that this acts somewhat like a flag, and we break back down and we grind back to the lows. Now, we did get the breakout, and we're pushing lower. So now the main objective of the sellers is to get to that new low and push down. Now, in the meantime, we were forming this nice little bear channel that was working down. The buyers tried getting the break up in this case, actually, and the sellers completely shut the move down. So it's essentially like the buyers failing in a really big way, and the sellers saying, no, you're on the wrong side of things. We're going short. So knowing that information, I'm looking to take a short here at 71. The stop is going to be above the highs here at 83. Now, I'm not looking for a huge target on this, right? We already had the big move of the day back here. Unfortunately, that happened at, 4 in the morning, and I'm not awake at that time. So instead of going for these huge targets that aren't very likely, I'm going to be going for simple one-to-one, nothing fancy type targets. So my stop is at 83. And that means that my entry is down here at 71. And that also means that if we're going for a one-to-one, our target should be down here at 59. And that is going to be the objective. Now, I will look to lock my stop in where I can, but we really need to wait for a lot of information before we go locking the stop in really tight ahead of this low, right? This low is the main objective for a lot of sellers, and it's likely going to get a little bit nasty around that area. So we do need to see kind of good proof before we just start dropping the stop nice and close where eventually I would like it to be. So right now, entry at 71, stop at 83, and I'm looking for the overall all-in, all-out target down at 59. Sellers pushing back in. We're back to the low of day. We need to see them finish the job off. I've locked the stop into 76, primarily because this big bull candle formed right on that low, and if it were to go up above that, I really don't want to be in it because I'm probably wrong, and there's no sense in leaving on a full stop. In this case, though, never triggered above, fell right back down, and we get the objective to the downside. So nice, fast little, well, I say fast, it still took a decent amount of time, but a nice move down. It's exactly what we were looking for from the sellers. Now, this is an area where, hey, we might not get that far before we start seeing some bouncing. That's what we've been seeing ever since around a little after 5 o'clock. All these moves have been really grindy, and I think that's primarily just because all of the big moves took place before anyone was really awake in the U.S. session. So now we're just kind of playing catch up and taking smaller trades because of it. So that's going to do it for me. If you have any questions about it, feel free to send an email into School of Trade. Don't forget to check out our trial at schooloftrade.com, and as always, I'll catch you next time.